there, welcome to the Teeny Tinkers channel. I make ball jointed doll and craft related content. Today is another episode of Coffee and Dollies. This is the video where I kind of talk about what's been going on with me as far as doll making, what has been added to my collection, what I've been doing in the hobby and stuff, all that kind of good stuff. Alright, so to get started, we'll talk about Teeny Tinkers dolls, and that is of course the dolls that I make and my doll line and what's going on with them. Okay, so first things first, the Celestial Squad casting is completed and they are on the way, and I'm really excited. It is going to be a lot of dolls to sort through because on top of the dolls that were ordered, I did order a couple extras for stock and stuff like that, but yeah, there's gonna be quite a few. I have been prepping everything for them so that when they get here, everything is ready to go. I have been ironing onto the bags, the labels or whatever, and then I have been filling out COAs, prepping spreadsheets, getting the eyes ready, all of that stuff. It's been a lot, but I have it ready and it is ready to go, and it should make getting dolls out the door breezy. There is going to be a bit more of a delay sometimes. If you had ordered the face up from Danny's Designer Dolls, I of course do have to send the head to Danny first for the face up and then get it back before I can send you your full doll. So that will add a little more time if you have ordered the face up from Danny, but other than that, it should be pretty breezy. As if packing doll orders is ever breezy. As well as the Celestial Squad being ready, that means Clover and Poppy's samples are ready. I did order 4 colors, so it was a light peach, kind of a light tan, and then 2 different pinks. One was a pastel pink and one was a bit more of a dusty pink. Although the light peach is the same as Wisp from the Holo pre-order, and the pink, the pastel pink, is the same as the pink from the Celestial Squad pre-order. So, but anyways, yeah, I do only plan on offering 3 colors, so I'm just gonna basically have to pick between the pinks. Other than that, I had the Saturn mini pre-order. So this was a doll I had sculpted for a YouTube video, and it took about 2 days, and then I went back and refined and fixed her up because there was things with like the head cap not sitting properly and all that, and that was all fixed. But people had been asking when another teeny tiny was coming, and I was working on Fawn originally, and she wasn't done, but Saturn was done, and people really liked her, and so I decided to have a pre-order. It went pretty well. I had a bunch of orders go out the other day. I had some that were like full painted dolls and stuff, and that was a lot of fun. Again, I do limit the full painted dolls because they are very time consuming to sand, and yeah, it's a lot, but I think they're going to be worth it, and I hope everybody loves them, and I can't wait to see pictures of them out in the wild. So yeah. I'm also still working on Fig and Fennel. I have been doing this thing where I check on them every Wednesday. I know that sounds silly, but I basically open up the sculpting software once a week and sit with them for a few hours and go over things, smooth things, tweak things, and I feel like this gives me an opportunity, first of all, to do other things, because I could sit and sculpt for literal hours forever, but there are other things to do when you're like running a YouTube channel, and also when you're like making dolls and fulfilling orders and prepping pre-orders. Like, there's a lot to do, and I can't just sit and sculpt all day, even though I wish I could. But yeah, so once a week I'll sit down and really like kind of go at them. And this gives me an opportunity as well, the silver lining, to come at them with fresh eyes every time. So I haven't shown you the completed version yet. It's hard because every time I finish, I'm like, that's the one. And then I'll wait and I'll come back and I'll be like, I could probably pull the ear a little bit more or whatever. Finding that balance between too much and like getting it perfect is like a fun time. But I'm hoping the next time I print them, it's going to be perfect, because their jointing was really nice. Like, I was very happy with the movement and the way the knees sat and like all of that stuff. I'm almost purely working on aesthetics at this point. In the same vein of sculpting all the time, I have started sculpting a doll in polymer clay, And I used to sculpt clay dolls. Hollow's first prototype was in clay, and it was like 2 years ago. I knew very little about jointing, and I tried to make Hollow and then subsequent dolls. You can actually see a couple examples of subsequent dolls in recent videos, where I tried to sit and do an entire doll in a sitting, and you can do that. I don't know that that's feasible, and to have like a nicely sculpted, nicely engineered doll. So I do have 2 dolls I just did that were sit down and do it in a session dolls. One following up on the other and kind of reworking the first one and doing a new head. I'm officially working on sculpting a doll slowly in pieces, and I'm sure that this is going to take months, and it's partly because I look at Hollow's original prototype and I go like, oh my gosh, I could do so much better now. And it's partly for myself. When I started drawing, for example, and painting watercolor, I always painted on like watercolor paper or canvas, all that kind of stuff. That was my hobby before this hobby. I haven't really done it since, but you know. I used to always draw traditionally and paint traditionally, and I really loved doing that, but I was overwhelmed at the thought of doing it digitally. I just would look at these digital pieces and be like, how have you done this? I didn't understand anything about the software. It was overwhelming. So coming to paint digitally, which I do draw in like Procreate and stuff now, it was like a big transition. But when I learned the basis, I'm still very much learning, but when I started learning how to draw, here's some examples of my recent drawings, it was just like a feeling of just like, I can do this. And it was like really good for my, like, I don't know, it felt really good, I guess. And I want to do that with sculpting too. So I kind of picked up, like started with a couple attempts at polymer clay or clay sculpting, and they didn't always go the way I wanted. They didn't really ever go the way I wanted them to in my head. So I just wanted to prove to myself that just because I sculpt digitally 99.9% of the time, that if I wanted to, I could sculpt physically. Now, whether or not I would actually do this on the regular, as far as outside of the doll, I don't know. There's a safety in digital sculpting where you always have a backup of your doll. If things break, you can make more. If things get lost in the mail, you can make another one. Sending a clay prototype to a caster, like all of you artists who do it, like you all have so much like strength of heart, because like if I sculpted a doll for 9 months and then it, like 9 months, a year or whatever, and it went missing in the mail or it arrived broken, I would just be devastated. And like, I don't know that I want to put myself through that. So I think what I would do is, say I finish this doll and I'm like, wow, I really love this doll. I will try and figure out how to do that thing where you like, even if it's in a solid piece, where you like take a video or like something and it like translates it into a 3D format, so that I can like work at making it like a 3D file. Alright, just taking a quick break from the video because it is time for Doll of the Week. And this week's Doll of the Week, I think, is pretty long overdue. So, of course, it is Lavely Day. Lavely Day has been doing some really cute videos featuring Arya, which is a teeny tiny from last year that I sent to her, and she's been making wigs and face-ups and apparently some Barbie clothes try-on. I love watching these videos, and I love seeing the photos over on Instagram. It just, like, I don't know, it makes me fangirl a little bit. It's super cool to see, and I just, thank you so much, Sarah, for sharing the photos and all of the fantastic videos. If you're not already subscribed to Lavely Day, go check her out. She's fantastic. Alright, so if you would like to be considered for Doll of the Week, you don't have to post YouTube videos, but you do have to use hashtag TeenyTinkers on Instagram, or hashtag TeenyTinkersDolls, or hashtag TeenyTinkers, insert name of doll, sculpt, or whatever, and I will find it, and I will consider you for Doll of the Week. All right, back to the video. All right, let's move on to my collection. So new dolls in my collection. I have, again, I've mentioned, and I will mention again, the ones I have coming, because I do have some cool stuff coming. But I did have 2 come in since my last Coffee and Dollies, which was 3 months ago. I'm like, at what frequency do I make these? Every 2 or 3 months, I think I make one of these Coffee and Dollies videos. But in the last 2-3 months, I'm like looking around, like I'm sure there's been more, but I think it's because I got like some of the blind box BJDs, like the little that's like $25 like Teen Art Campus ones, and like some Kika Good stuff. But yeah, like that's not resin BJDs. That's not what we're talking about. But I did get a Ace of Doll page from the lovely artist Ace of Dolls, and I don't know, I haven't changed her since I did her initial outfit. I don't know that I have any other jeans that would fit her, and I like her in this kind of like neutral, like casual type look, although I'm sure she would look really cute in like a dress and stuff too. I've just been putting her in this, but I don't know, I really like her. The tan, pinky tan, is really beautiful. I'm a big fan of the color. She's so sturdy, and she looks both nothing like my other collection dolls, and also like, I don't know, I guess none of my collection dolls really look alike. I collect dolls that don't really go together, because I collect dolls that look very different from like kind of like traditional or classic BJDs, or like fantasy dolls, I guess, is what I kind of collect. Like if I'm looking over, the human dolls I do have are a Doodol's Dream Clementine Lily, which is a beautiful doll. I love her very much. I also have a Misao head, but I ordered a body, like an extra Celestial Squad body for her, because the tans are very, very close. So I will just be using that body for her. And I have my Broken Maiden Dolls Moth, which is very unlike other like typical dolls. Like if I use Minifee, say, as like the default for what I mean by like kind of a typical doll, I think Doodol's Dream would be the closest thing to a Minifee I would have. And then other than that, it's like Lily Cat, Hopeful Creations, Glow Moon Dolls, Skyland Dolls, Dust of Dolls, Maddie Bear Dolls, Faye Woods Dolls, stuff like that. Like that's kind of like the feeling I like. I also really like Frapzilla's Girls, but at the time, my dolls did kind of go together, and she was too small. But now I think, like, I don't know. Okay, side rant. I have regrets about getting a Loopy from that pre-order. I think my heart was always with Delphine, and I just didn't. I was just like, the ears, Loopy will be easier to dress. And yeah, now I don't care if the ears are giant or if I have to like custom make wigs and stuff. But anyways, that's a side rant. Anyways, Paige. And then the other doll I got that is a collection doll is my Skyland Dolls Fern. His booty is trying to explode out of these jeans. Like, can you see what I mean? Like they do not go together, like really at all. And also this size is very much more in line with like the Frapzilla dolls. And now it's like, okay, they could have gone together. But I really like this doll. The unboxing is, I don't even know if I posted the unboxing at the time of this video, but she's been here. But I have so much stuff, like so many videos and so many like things I'm doing that I just keep rescheduling that video and pushing it. But spoilers, I think customs messed with her because there were issues. There were like a lot of scuffs. Her face up is chipped, stuff like that. But anyways, I truly believe that was customs now after seeing how other people's dolls were arriving, and am fully blaming customs. So yeah. But anyways, those are the two dolls I've gotten for my collection like in the last couple months. And quickly go over my incoming list. I have a surprise doll coming from Padoodle Pie Dolls. They mentioned wanting to make me a little tiny doll for my diorama, and I was like, would love that, please. So I have a surprise coming from them. Again, not entirely sure which doll, color, or anything, very soon. Also on the very soon, a Moonlight Jewel Miko. I know that they were supposed to have the dolls kind of shipped to them at the end of March, but I haven't heard anything since. At the time of filming, this may have changed by the time of posting because, but at the time of filming, they should be soon, but we'll see. And then I also have a JJ Doll Labs Akula. Again, this is one of those ones where the artist mentioned to me like mid-end March based on the new timeline, and I was like, that's cool, good, happy with that. Haven't heard anything since at the time of filming. So I'm hoping that they're coming soon. I honestly don't even remember what color I got Akula in. I do know I got like the human base, I think. And not like the shark parts, but I'm really excited to see her. Other dolls I have coming, I have a couple DX Girly dolls on order. I purchased a Peaches in the September or October pre-order, and those are still a while out. I think there were some fixes that needed to happen with the caster, and I purchased an in-stock that was already painted and looked really cute, and I was like, okay, I will buy her, and that should be coming soon, so really excited about that. And then I do have a Butterberries doll Estelle coming really soon, so yeah, keep an eye out for that because I'm really excited about that one. She is one of the dolls where it's, again, like the rules are made up and the points don't matter of my doll collection, but adorable, and I actually think she fits in with the kind of dolls I sculpt. So like I think I could take some cute pictures of like Estelle with, say, Clover. I think could be really cute together, or Poppy. Like they both have kind of like a young look to them. I think could be really fun. I also have a couple Furby Orama dolls. So one is Aoife, which is like the MSD one. I'm not sure what's going on with that one, but again, I'm really excited about the doll. So like I hope soon. And then also I'm supposed to be getting a tiny, it was like a one-of-a-kind little tiny, and hopefully that comes soon too, but yeah. Oh, Sleepy Sheepy Marshmallow, I am expecting that one, and I know that the caster is finished with them now, and I've seen the pictures on Instagram, so I feel like that should be pretty soon too. So I can't believe I almost forgot that one. I've been so excited for Marshmallow. First of all, Bunny Girl. Second of all, like super chunky Bunny Girl. Like, and I got her in peach, so I'm pretty excited. I saw the tarot color and I had regrets because the purple is so nice, but I did get peach, so I'm sure I can do some super cute stuff and like blush her extra pink and stuff and make her a little more fun and colorful. So really excited about that. Besides that, I may, this is a weird thing to say, I may have entered another pre-order. I don't know. I've submitted a form, and to the moment I'm filming this, I've not heard anything back. So I don't know if I got a spot or not. I won't spoil too much in case I do have a spot, but it's a doll I've had previously and let go of and had big regrets about. So I'll leave it at that. But because I don't even know if it's gonna happen, so. All right, and finally, let's do a quick little chit chat about some of the new videos that are going to be coming out, because I do plan my content out way further in advance than I care to admit. Things get shuffled around, but I have a deep anxiety over not knowing what I will be filming for in a month. I don't know. I guess I just don't like feeling like stuck. Anyways, so I will be filming and posting slowly over time more polymer clay sculpting videos. I am going to continue working on this doll. Who she will be, I do not know, but I'm really excited to kind of see how she comes along. That's one thing about sculpting in the clay is I think less about what kind of face I'm trying to make. I don't character plan as much usually, and it just kind of like let it happen. But again, that has not always served me so well in the past, so maybe I should plan this out a little bit better. But I do have a blueprint for the body, but we're working on the body for now anyways, so more videos of sculpting the body coming along pretty soon. The other thing I will be finishing, I know I have my Sculpting a BJD in Nomad Sculpt, like digitally kind of tutorial series, and I basically left everybody at the spot where they have a head, but it's not cut, it's not hollowed out, there's no spot for the S-hook to go through, and I will finish that series soon. I've been so busy, but I will finish it. It's coming. Hopefully before the next Coffee and Dollies, because I feel really bad just imagining people like following along and just sitting there like, yeah. So, coming soon to a YouTube near you, hopefully, finishing that series, because it's sculpting head. The whole head's like done. And it's just not finished, I guess. So it's not done, but you know. All right, and then the other thing I want to do a few more of in the next couple of months is kind of like some sewing stuff. So I had some comments of people saying they would love to see me do some sewing videos, and even if they're not perfect, because I am not a master seamstress, but because also it's fun to see somebody struggle, but more so in the way that it's relatable. I think I like to watch people try things that aren't necessarily professionals. I find it more approachable, and it makes me feel less anxious about starting a process of something I'm not super used to. Like I do sew some stuff. Like for example, I did make these pants. Like this is my first attempt at like jeans with like these things. The pockets are terrible. We're not going to talk about them, but I do sew some things. Jeans not well, but yeah. I don't think I would attempt jeans for this, but anyways, I want to do some full set outfits, and then like maybe just like full set dolls. Like I said, I grabbed some extra Celestial Squad stock, and I'm considering whether I should, when I do post them for sale eventually, if I should do all blanks or all full sets or a mix of both. Oh, also, we hit 5K. I forgot to mention this. I had it written in my notes for like way up in the video, but we did hit 5K, and thank you. And we are celebrating. There is a giveaway video. If you have not seen it, go check it out. You could win like a completely full set of doll on the topic of full sets. And, but you need to go check out the video to like learn the rules and to know how to win, if you're interested in that. So yeah, thank you again for everything, for helping us hit 5K. And I'm really excited to see where the rest of the year brings us and what happens between now and the next Coffee and Dollies. Will I finish that digital sculpting head? Will I epically fail at making clay hands? Will I get better at making eyes? Because that's something I want to do too. Stay tuned, I guess. All right. I only drank like a third of my coffee because I've been like this whole time. I don't know. We are feeling very high energy today. Discord is also feeling very high energy. If you're already subscribed, thanks so much for subscribing. If you're new here, I hope you like the content and will consider subscribing. As always, I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye.